Hey, how you guys doing? Michael X. Yeah, so gonna be doing a little credit grind. We're gonna be doing tier 8s. Um, okay, so everything looks cool. The stream isn't up yet because we're at 120-second delay, so 2 minutes of delay. I might drop it down to um, a little bit less on the next stream, but we'll see. All right, it says everything's cool. Okay. All right, so let me drop this down. There we go. Okay, so um, we're gonna be playing the project. I just had a game and I actually got a really bad lag spike. It slid down a cliff, and then I ended up getting RD'd after somebody pushed me over. It was a rough match. It wasn't the best game. All right, so we are trying to get this Brothers in Arms going, but I just need more silver. I could technically get a crew book now, but we need a better crew, you know. Okay, so the live stream is up. Um, so let me see, 120-second delay. All right, this is a good map. Good map for this tank. Okay. I'm just posting a link real quick. All right. Okay, so we are tier 8. I'm gonna go ahead and run left. Now I'm running this without vert stabs, which I think its DPM is more important, but I did notice that it does take a lot longer to aim in without the vert stabs. And making trick shots is pretty difficult. So hopefully the heavies go heavy way, mediums go medium way. They got 2 projects, we got 3, and they have a Pantera, so it's pretty much the same. Uh, so my map awareness was a little too good there. So our biggest issue here is where our projects are and where I am. They could technically get a crossfire on me. Most likely I'm going to get spotted here. That was awesome. So he hit my ammo rack with 1 shot and got my turret on top of it. That's awesome. What the F's the point of playing when that happens to you? I gotta say, this happens to me way more often, you know? Also, when I had him lit up, I don't know if you guys seen it or not, but when I had him lit up, there really wasn't much I could do. If you guys get my drift. I had him lit up, but it wasn't showing me that he was lit up. So everybody over here is gonna die, basically. The only reason I say that is because we won't be able to get out of here. Now, I need that ammo rack fixed. I'm just not seeing any. Yeah, I'm getting some delay here. Jesus. It looks like my luck might have ran out with this. This is actually, I keep having games like this where it's just been pretty effed in all senses. As soon as I get spotted, I'm just gonna get ripped up by the Pantera on the hill, so going to try not to get spotted. Not getting any shots here at all. And I can go ahead and fix that ammo rack. Alright, so the Pantera's come in. No spots. Just got detected, but we got out of there first, so I don't know why I don't have any shots on this guy. Alright, so I should be able to take out this light tank, hopefully. He's behind this little hill. Looks like he's gonna try and take out this SU-101. Got a feeling he's gonna make it. Nope. Damn. Bad shooting on my part. I feel rusty. If that makes any sense to you guys, I feel super rusty. Getting their eyes out is super important though. And we definitely need to. I just can't believe out of 2 shots I ended up getting, you know, all that damaged. You know, it wasn't like just one dude. It was a lot of stuff. So I think if I provide eyes over here, we should be able to get these heavies rolling. Yeah, I am going to try to get this other Scorp. All right, so let's fix our. This is probably the first time I've ever had to think about. So he is up on that hill, which means he's given those guys protection. I'm trying to get eyes on that Scorpion, but yeah, because he's gonna mess me up. Let's see if the 112 takes any damage from him and spots him. So I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, there's the Scorpion. We're gonna let it reload instead of using all of our stuff. There we go. I would have killed him, but then we'd have to wait even longer. I'm gonna go ahead and say that one of the most unfortunate things right now for us is my damage. I mean, I usually do 2,500 damage in this thing, and I just having some really rough games in this, unfortunately. If I was that Scorp, I would have moved to that location, but he might just be sitting right where he was before. There's no reason not to. And I got spotted. There he is. Dang, I thought I was going to clip him out. Can still pop out some damage here. Oh, geez, that round. Yeah, I feel like something's broken on this. I did a lot of skirmish stuff last night, and I still feel kind of, I'll say, a little raw about it, if that makes any sense. Alright, I'm gonna have to risk it. We need to get some damage in here. I would like to get at least 2,000 damage. No shots on Artie. Isn't it good? Wow, he spotted me? Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. I can't believe that. Seriously. Believe that. Like, I look like, to me, I felt like I was pretty hull down. You know? Whatever. Stupid. It's a winning match, but it's also a stupid ass match. Okay. So, feel free to comment, you guys. Feel free to comment. So, it looks like I'm not going to be getting much of a day with this vehicle. I could play one more game to try and get things sorted out. But I can tell you right now, 1500 damage plus the game I had before, which was pretty horrible. Um, this game, like where I said I fell off the thing, I did 1700, which is good. Um, and so I actually can check real quick to see what it is. 1700 and 1500 are probably just good statistically, and I'm looking for Unicum stats. Might not be able to achieve it today though in this. So let's see. Has it actually got the project? No. Okay, so I do think that it should be okay. You know, this tank's pretty good. We did the best we could do in that game, honestly. I kind of wish it would have been a little bit more on the winning side, where I could have done a little bit more damage. But 1700 plus that, means I did about 1600 average damage, which is pretty high. So it's better than my stats as they are right now. So that's good. We also got 25 more bonds, which is good. And we're working on this other stuff here. Okay, so yeah, what I think's killing me here is I really like vert stabs. Having DPM's great, but I missed a lot of shots that I know I would have pinned if I would have had vert stabs. But I just need to wait a little bit longer. 1.79 with vents and all that's great, but I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, you're not getting much for that. If I was to throw some premium stuff on there, probably wouldn't help much. So I'm gonna say that this is fine as is. I just need to aim in. Yeah, I'm used to playing it with vert stabs, so I could either throw vert stabs on and get rid of my view range, which is 460. We are almost at the max view range for this, so that'll be good. See here. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and run this autoloader, which is the one I chose for the thumbnail. Feel free to comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Yeah, so this tank is kind of a tricky tank to play. It has, it has decent pin, 202, but it's not 219. So a lot of times it matches me up. It will match me up with the cycling autoloader, which he can fire one shell, back off, wait, fire another. I'm stuck with a 3-round autoloader. That means if I fire once, then I only have 2 shells, and then I have a 20-second reload. So I do like hit and run tactics. It's pretty much what I've done for the longest time. We got camouflage on here, which is not really giving us a whole lot of benefit. I don't actually understand, this one's camouflage is completed, but both these vehicles need that camouflage. So we have camo, so we're getting 50% more camouflage than normal. We have not gotten situational awareness yet, so yeah. Anyway, I am thinking of, like, if I take this off real quick, we get 418, which means we'd be practically blind. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave coded optics on for now. We'll see. If I start having really bad games, I'll swap out this for vert stabs. Okay. All right, so we're gonna be playing the Skoda T27. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So I think I'm gonna note here that we are going to be lowering. We're going to be lowering the delay to, I think, 90 seconds. So a minute and a half's delay will be a little bit better than a full 2 minutes. I might even go to 60 seconds at some point. but we'll see. Okay. Alright. So we got some odd luck. We're in a top tier, so we need to play carefully. We need to play carefully. The Progetto, like I said, I can actually zap him, like ting ting ting. He can shoot me once and then wait and basically kill me while chasing me. I've done it to other people in my Projet. So we're going to go ahead and, since we don't have the best camouflage, we're going to set ourselves up into a, I'm going to say, light take position-ish, which would be right here. Alright, 2 RDs. We're talking tier 6, so should be okay. Yeah. I don't know how the hell he planned that on the move. Must be two. Is it 2 of them? No. Okay, there's the Projet. So as I said, he can do cyclical reloading. And we cannot, so we have to play super smart. What I'm going to go ahead and do, and it's going to sound funny, but I'm going to try and outdo the Progetto by staying away from him. So we do have the 2 tanks over there. So, yeah. So I'm going to try and see what we can do about this guy up here. Not seeing nothing. He's the one preventing us from being able to do what we need to do. This whole flank's getting overran. What I'm going to do is... So now I got 20 seconds, which you guys have seen. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and get away. It looks like everybody else went to the beach, so we should be able to get a decent reload. What kind of tank destroyers they have? It's probably not... I can't believe I bounced that. I bounced that last shell off a Cheeto. Okay, we're gonna need to get out of here. That Progetto is not doing well, which is good. My plan is actually working out, if that makes any sense to you guys, which is... He's faster, more maneuverable, has a better rate of fire, and he died. So... pretty good. We can go ahead and seal club the rest of these guys. I'm not really looking to do super high damage, but 2,000 is actually what I would like to get for this. So we should be able to get up in here. We just got to be careful what we run into. I just got detected, I'm assuming, from this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna die here if this guy's got to go. Unfortunately, there is a... He fired 2 at me. There's a SU-152 up here, and I don't want to get cracked by him. I'm actually super surprised. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to risk it, because I just lost all my health. And I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I bounced that. Do you have some spaced armor? But not a lot. Yeah, whatever, dude. Awesome. I gotta say that one of the things that's really amazing about this situation right here is the fact that everybody that went to beach lost this game. Seriously. Like, the only person that's been keeping that middle from just dumping on people was me and the other guys that were over here, but I'm gonna say that we'll be lucky if we win it. I gotta say, it's pretty funny. If you go beach, then you have to fight uphill. So it's just, I don't know why people do it, honestly. You know, beach usually ends up with a loss. If it's only a couple tanks, it's okay. But whatever. We did 1400 damage, so I'm probably going to have to play that tank again to try and make up for it. But let's go ahead and run this. So, I mean, getting a great matchmaker like that, but having the arties literally just going, hey, kill this guy, you know, doesn't help. You can see the Progetto didn't have that good of a game either. You know what I mean? And so you're getting focused pretty heavily. So it's like on one hand they give you a like it seems like it's on a silver platter, but if things don't work out, like a lot of those guys I should have been out spotting. And I'm starting to wonder why I even put camouflage on here, because some of those tier 6s had better camouflage rating than me, which is kind of, you know, if I have, you know, that much view range, you know, it should be working out for me. Anyway, let's go ahead and run this. Got 5 people watching. Feel free to comment, and don't forget there's a 120-second delay, which I'm probably going to do, like I said, 90 seconds, and then I might try a minute. But I do know that people do, you know, I've had to sit in a location and been stuck there for 2 minutes, and yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we have 2 light tanks, the Lynx. So I'm going to go ahead and take a position to try and support what they're spotting. They are platooning up. Now I was running my Lynx in skirmishes, and I gotta say that it was really good for a lot of stuff, but as far as actually spotting, they're not that good. That's weird, do you see that? Those little things in the back were all fluctuating. So most likely where I'm headed is going to get a Leopard. Maybe a Renegade. And obviously the LT-432, which is a tank I really want to get. You know? Now one of the things for me that's always been really crappy is that I always have a really hard time over here. Hopefully I get undetected long enough to where I might be able to get some shots on some, I'll say, some newer heavies when they cross here. I don't think I have the view though, unfortunately. Yeah, there was no way of spotting them. So if they do pass here, I should be able to shoot them. Oh, that was awesome. Damn it. Land a shell. I am going to go ahead. I don't know why these guys are being so aggressive. Honestly, this the LT is actually a lot. It's a deceptive because it actually has really good penetration. All right, so. Looks like the Leopard didn't come over here, and it's just light tanks, which in all reality, I'm just going to say that I get outclassed by their guns because I have such a long view range. So sitting here, I'm just going to get basically detected constantly. Now I can get in here and get on this guy's butt, maybe even do a ram. Well, I bounced that. And I'm gonna die. Hell yeah. Yeah, I have not been having good games a lot, like recently. I've been getting stuff like what you just seen where I'm like, I get, like, that was a bad call on my part. The RAM was bad. Everything about it was not a smart idea. So I'm gonna have to play back now. So we've only landed 3 shells, 2 shells maybe. And we are basically a 1 hit, so those Leopards and those guys pushing over there are going to be running into some trouble. They shouldn't actually make it. So LTTB. Yeah, this gun is so, it's so inconsistent. You know, like the other day I was hitting everything I aimed for, and then like on here it's almost impossible to shoot a moving target. Not if your gun's moving. There just isn't enough time. But up close, 100 meters, it's pretty decent. Our biggest issue is that everything over there can one-shot us, so it's kind of... It's very hard to get a good game in this with that kind of situation going on. It's not my... Like I said, it's not my game always, but when it does happen, you know, we also don't have the best penetration. Yeah, if I wouldn't have lost all that health, I would have liked to have jumped behind these guys. Like I said, almost impossible. Now, something we could do... The Yag Tiger's over here. So as long as we don't get within 50 meters, we should be okay to sit behind this guy. Maybe not get detected. This could be a terrible idea, but I want to see if we can see the Yag Tiger. Nice, I'm going to jump down in here. We did detect him. Now there's probably more over here. We got the 70, was it 704? So I'm not a light tank, and I really feel like I am, so I'm gonna go ahead and play a little different. We're gonna go ahead and get... See if we're spotted. We're not. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to take on the 705 over there. It really just depends on the view range of this Yag. Yeah, I have a feeling he's sitting over there. That's where I would be sitting. There's these nice rows of bushes here that can give us, you know, camouflage. We're just gonna chill here. I'll let them spot him so I can mess him up. Okay, maybe I won't do anything. Yag Tiger. So it's that 709 and the Arty is basically, those Arties are what's going to be dangerous for me. So hopefully these guys don't have very good camo. We're going to actually creep. Dang. They're all hidden back there. So we're going to have to YOLO in. If we want to get some damage, hopefully we can get this the 704. I always call it a 907 for some reason. Weird play. And it does look like we are going to have to just basically hope that we pin. That'll work. I got 20 seconds, so I'm not really too worried about it. Probably should have stopped and aimed, you know? Alright, no comments yet. Oh. So I was curious if anybody that is watching this and interested, what would they like to see out of this? So, I am going to do a quick little check here real quick where I'm going to go ahead and log out. Log out of World of Tanks real quick. Log back in. So I can get an idea of how I did in those games. Yeah, my stats are really high this morning, but it's because I had really good games and yeah. Anyway. Okay, should be logging in any second. It seems like this last update really made it long with just synchronizing equipment and stuff. Okay, there we go. It's definitely working. Just taking forever to log in. Okay, so we have green stats with the Progetto. We have green stats with the Skoda T27. It's probably affecting my overall statistics a little. Let's see. Yeah, it dropped me from Unicum to great. It's okay though. I mean, I don't have the best games all the time in these. So what about the tank I just played? That was actually a decent game for the Barask. The T27, I usually am dropping like 2,500 with it, but I do want to give it one more game to see if we can just get a little bit better than, I know I can do better than 1,400. So let's run this one again. Alright. This is actually a good map for this vehicle. Gonna say though that it looks like they matched us up with, I'll say unfair matchmaking. Like, we actually have more heavies, but they're Tigers, which, you know. So they have more heavies, or we have more heavies, they have more DPM. Look at their TDs versus our TDs. So we are definitely not going to want to be going right. Guaranteed. But if we go left, we're going to be seeing projets. So I would say that our biggest goal here would be to not run into any of these guys here. Now I can guess where they're going to be. They're probably going to be in K2, J1 area. There might be a guy down here with us. Yeah, I did not like the TVP. I was actually happy that, I mean, I actually played it well, and I got through it pretty quick. It's basically a Leopard. I mean, it's not, I mean, I'll just tell you that I've played a lot of games that the whole point is to not get shot, and that's really what a glass cannon is. It's got a reliable gun. Our biggest issue would be this. We have so many heavies going this way, and we don't have anybody here to support us. So if they try and push, once they realize that we don't have anybody over here, and if they push us, we are going to get scrubbed. So this guy, I don't think he realized, like, the easiest way to win this map is to push this area here, like, really fast. Let's see if we can see anything. I do got camouflage. Yeah, I can shoot these guys. And I'm gonna die. Hell yeah. Well, that was awesome. Their whole Progetto team was over there. Yeah, I'm really not playing very good right now. Yeah, so we basically got hit by every Progetto over there. So basically 6 shots. Yeah, these guys, yeah, I shouldn't have fired. I thought I was back away from the bushes, but hey, who cares? You know, it's only a stupid ass mechanic in the game that, you know, works and then doesn't work. But that was definitely my bad because I fired. So, whatever. Yeah, I gotta say, if I keep having games like that where I'm not really, you know, I'll just say like that was really. I'll just say this: I don't know how I was out. I don't know how I didn't spot them. Like, what's the point of me having coded optics on there if I can't spot those guys? I was close enough. I didn't pop into the bushes too far. So as soon as I fired, though, that was it. And I had a chance to not. I had a chance to actually just back up, and I didn't take it, which is my bad. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and run this now. And we'll have to play another 2 games probably to make up for that really bad game. Like, I would have to get a game for like 2700 to make up for that, because technically we fired and hit 1 shell for 232, so 7, 8. So I basically overall have about 1,000 damage, which is basically red stats on that tank. So okay, so now we're being rewarded with some tier 10 vehicles. um, yeah. So Artie, this is not a very good Artie tank. You know, it's not susceptible to getting hit. But there is none. So I don't know about you, but if I was the Skoda, I would go left. Progetto for sure. T44, the mod one. Yeah, they're all going to be left. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to try and play. I don't think there's any way for me to pin any of the heavies from over here. So I'm going to go ahead and play back and try to give support over here, because there's not really much we can do with this vehicle. I mean, it does have great gun depression, which does help. You know, 10 gun depression. But you can pretty much pin it anywhere on the turret and it'll go through, unless you hit, you know, the upper part of the turret where it's rounded. So let me go ahead and check something real quick. There we go. Yeah, you guys should just be seeing it now. So yeah, the T62A. I'm not seeing anything over here as far as getting support. I was wrong about the T44. But yeah, they have some nasties over here. They have more nasties over here than they do on the other flank. Yeah, I'm going to say we'll probably try and take some shots at these guys. But it does it looks like they're getting pushed and overwhelmed. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing over here we can hit. Everything's down. No shots on those guys. I hate to say it, but it does look like our team is actually doing okay over here, considering. Yeah, that Yagaroo is going to be a tough. So they have 4 tanks now. We have 2 tanks over here. 3 tanks. Yeah, there's nothing that can be done over here. Yeah, it's 5-on-1. There's a Progetto that just showed up. go ahead and get out of here. So we left so late that we probably won't be able to get into a good position, unfortunately. They're just going to pop around that corner. I'm going to try and get low. Hopefully this guy doesn't see me. Yeah, our only option really is to... my only option in this vehicle is to get on the other side of the tracks. Which it is possible for the IS-7 to see me. It's possible for this Progetto to see me too. We actually might be able to play hull down right here. I gotta get unspotted. I can't tell if I'm... What just shot us? Oh yeah, we lost this flank horribly. We lost both flanks, honestly. I've got 16 damage. Yeah, seriously, I try and stream and do some good stuff. I'll tell you right now, these tanks I've been having really good games in, which is why I chose to stream. And it might have something to do with other things, but... Ah, shit. Wow, awesome. So lame. The guy backs off, you know? Backs off, and there's not really much I can do to these guys except for just get killed. Of course, I bounced that. Spend some money on kits I can't even use, and I'm now a one-shot. Jesus, I swear, I gotta say that, you know, it's one thing to get matchmaker. Yeah, look at that shit. That guy could hit me right now, if moving at 65, and I wouldn't even be able to hit him. I gotta say that the RNG has just gotten... the last couple days I've been having really rough RNG. Like, a guy lands one shot on him and it's enough to back him away. You know? It does look like our E100 took that area, but as soon as these guys left... Yeah, I mean, if you look at what I'm leaving out and you see where he's shooting me, he does have the pin to do it. But I gotta say, I'm tired of playing games like this, playing them smart, and being absolutely helpless. Seriously. Even with heat, I most likely can't pin this tier 9. It's a very rough, you know, thing. See that? Like, nothing over there is pinnable. And of course, I accidentally had HE loaded. Yeah, he has too good a spaced armor for me to do anything. Yeah. It's like, hey, we're gonna win this, but I've got 122 damage. And I've been basically just camping and hiding the whole map. You know, I do got some assistance, so I mean, it's not for nothing, but I will say that it does feel like nothing. Where is this guy at? It's actually a very terrible place for me to be sitting. Yeah, I know it sounds like a bunch of complaints, but you can have games like this where you do some good. Okay. Yeah, just statistically, I'm not going to get good statistics for this, which means I don't feel like I'm achieving my goal. Would you say the 113 is WZ is more worth the grind? I actually would say that they nerf those tanks pretty rough, honestly, and that you're best off getting the 277. I'll show you when we get back into the garage. Let's see. The 113 doesn't really have the stuff you're looking for. If that makes any sense. That sucks, this guy. I don't have no shots on him. Yeah. Okay, so gonna just put it out there. I'm not gonna be able to get to this guy in time. Yeah, I think the smartest play is to keep your gun in the game. You know, it's the only play really when you lose all that health. Nothing. Oh, I do got something. Yeah, I fired in. Dang. It's got such a long reload, this thing. I don't even think I hit him. Nope, I didn't. Somebody else shot him. Funny. So 60-second, 120-second. Yeah, it wouldn't matter even if I didn't have the heat loaded, just because of the penetration of the shell with this vehicle. It really wouldn't matter. So to kind of show you guys, we're gonna do a little comparison here, because I actually was gonna get this tank. So we're gonna add that to the comparison, and then we're gonna add the 113. The 113 is its own monster. Oh, wait a minute. The thing for it's right there. Add the comparison. And then I want to compare it. We're going to compare it with I'll say the best tank. If you're looking for that type of tank, fast, gets to the place, and can side scrape good, it would be the 277. So, I forget how to open the list here. Comparison. Okay, so just to show you guys, or I'll say HWB, just to show you. So you can see that the 113 has 440, which is decent. It fires. It's got better DPM overall, but you have the possibility here to So look at the firepower it does. It's got better standard shell pin. So the 113 has 249 and then 250, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. The reload times, though, if you check this out, you can see that in reload the WZ is not doing too well. So the best DPM is the one that does the lowest alpha. That's usually always true. So you can see here that the gun disposition on these are 7. So what that basically means is that this tank is fast and has a little bit better gun depression than the 277. So that's all great, but when it starts coming down to these numbers here, this one looks the worst. But if you look, the DPM of this vehicle is actually average damage per minute's higher than both of these. So the 277 is the one you want. Now, if you knew you were going to play on Pro Vodka, this is one of the best tanks to play. The 113 and the WZ, they're really, you know, they're one of the best. So turret armor, as you guys can see, this one actually has better turret armor, but it has really horrid hatches. So it's like, you know, if you look at this, even the sides of this are at, you know, requiring APCR. And then pretty much everything else, it's when we get to the speed, you can see that this one is, it just dominates, you know? It's dominating this. You know what I mean? Sorry, that's not speed. Speed, so engine powers 950 compared to 750. Top speed and reverse is better, 15. Oh, it's about, they're all the same. Traverse isn't so good, but everything else is. But so view range is actually better too. I don't know why. I think it's comparing the one that I have with my skills and perks. Let's see what the configurement is. So yeah, it has all my perks on it. So that's not helping. That's not helping these stats. So if these actually were configured the exact same way, which I'm assuming that's what they did there, but so anyway, just my point of view, having standard pin. So the standard pin of this gun is what makes it appealing. The gun depression isn't so good. So like I said, unless you're playing on a specific maps where 7 gun depression's the best, that's when these tanks come into their own over the Object 277. But if you're going to be playing most maps, the 277's the one you'd want, or maybe even just run a Super Conqueror. It's a little slow, but yeah. So the speed of it is where I'm going, is that I don't see a reason to get these except if you're doing competition and you want to have that extra 7 gun depression for specific maps. So that's just my opinion personally. And as far as the two tanks together, they both are really good. It's just one plays like a heavy medium, you know, and one plays like a more like the IS-3, where you have to be careful how you angle corners and stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's just my spin on it. Like I said, I have it researched, so if I do decide I need it, I do have a crew sitting, you know, waiting for me to buy it, but I probably won't do it just because I think the 277 having 265 standard pin is just makes it a better tank for me personally. Okay, so we had a terrible game in this, and we had an even worse game in this one. So we need to try and get one more good game in this. Hopefully, yeah. So yeah, so it's not even 1,000. So 1644 divided by 2 equals. So technically, my average damage right now for today is only 8 something. So we need to do like a good, you know, 1,800 or 2,500 game here real quick. Alright, so I hope that helps you out. You know, like I said, in my personal opinion, the 277 is all around better tank than those. But I'm going to go ahead and say that those tanks do bring decent gun depression to the table. So, like I said, if you're going to be playing on some mild hills, it's a really good tank to have. Okay, so we've got like good autoloaders, but we don't have armor. So me going left is probably going to be not so hot. But we do have a little bit of speed. We do 50. I really feel like they did something to ground resistance on this. So most likely I'm going to have a bunch of low tiers running up on me. So I'm going to try and use my 8 gun depression over here to See if we can. Yeah, nope. Yeah, I would say those M12s are going to be trying to shoot over here. We're going to get unspotted. Yeah, it's too bad our light tank did not go. Do we even have a light tank? We don't. So we're fine. They have 3 RDs, which is not good. I'm either still detected or... Alright, we're going to need to push here. So I'm going to try and... don't want to be the first one to pop out. Now, he can do 1,800 damage if he can stay alive, but... I can't tell if he's got the full upgrade or not. So it looks like they went the other way, so I'm going to basically sit here. Not really much I can do. Popping out, I can see Artie's right there. Only landed 2 of that. The Artie's probably the worst thing for me over there. And it looks like they are just basically taking over the center. This is probably going to be another losing game for me, but messing around with those 2 tanks that are in really good position while our other flank gets destroyed is not what I think is smart. So I'm going to basically try and take out this Barask from up here if I can. Maybe even catch these guys crossing the bridge. Yeah, so they're jumping down. No shots on the Barask. So we do have shots on him. He's right there. I want to make sure they're guaranteed shots though, so we don't want to just guess, right? I should be spotting these dudes. Alright, we don't have enough to kill the Barask, and we sure as hell don't have enough to kill the other guy. So, okay, there we go. Barask out in the open. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reload. We have enough time to go down here and jump this guy. Looks like it's going to be another 1,500 game, which is not bad, but I'm going to say average 2,000 damage is what is considered good with this vehicle. We're only talking about doing 500 damage here. And if these guys decide to hit the corner before me, I am going to be hating it. So I would like to get these other dudes, except for my penetration's not so hot with them. A lot of people don't know it, but this actually has it's not necessarily spaced armor, but it has armor. So I'm desperate for damage, so I really want to get some more damage on these guys. So I'm gonna risk getting killed because of the base cap. I said, I will go for the, damn it. It's okay, 1900, you know, it should give us a little bit better stats for this vehicle. If we could do another game like that, that would be nice. Alright, I'm just going to check real quick to see. So for the Skoda, I have 1644 plus 1938 equals 3500 divided by 2. Actually, it's divided by 3. So we did 1100 damage. So yeah, that's not going to be statistically good for the T27. Kind of sucks. Seriously, kind of sucks. But hey, you know what? It's as long as I'm doing a little bit better than than I was before. We're also gonna need to redo this one as well. I mean, I'll give it one more shot on it. Okay, I need to use the restroom really quick. I will do a quick little reset while we're doing that. I will be back here in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the restroom break. I also had to get some water. Okay, so for 3 battles, 1900 gives me 14 W and 8, and so that basically, sorry, 1400 W and 8. So That basically means it's higher than my stats are. So so that you know my overalls. So that's good. Okay, so the Progetto is at 15. My overall stats probably did dive down, so I'm now at 2346 for today in 28 battles. We are coming up on 3 o'clock, so let me take a look at the Revelaries. The Revelaries, I have really high efficiency, which, like I said, I believe the efficiency is it comes from how much you're assisting. So we only did 446 in one battle, so we're going to go ahead and try and get one more game in, hopefully. Maybe we can get into a game where we can play this thing like more like a medium. Like, this probably isn't it. So this vehicle, although is a medium tank, um, as far as I'm concerned, it's more of a tank destroyer. Um, it's not very good at 500 meters, so hopefully we get quite a buildup of people to the left. The EBR is just going to be, you know, spotting everybody. I almost have the tier 9. I kind of wish I really wish I had the premium tier 9, and I also wish I had... Whoa, that was weird. That was very strange. Alright, so yeah, we are gonna basically try to not get in any face-to-face battles. Now I remember when I first bought this that it had 1500 alpha. I could have swore it had 1500. Not much we could do. Way zoomed in. Looks like they do have some guys. Usually a good sign for people. So seeing one tank and then look at how many mediums, I don't think I would go there by myself. So I could say those 120s are all in that sniper area. The AMX 30 is almost unbeatable on hills. So we are kind of stuck here unless they start yellowing our team. We can get up in the mix though if we need to. Yeah, look at that. They're just tearing them up. Those WZs and stuff all are pushing really aggressively. Yeah, everything's out of my view range, so hopefully, I think this guy just proxy detected those guys, so he is probably not going to go forward, so... Yeah, this looks like it's probably going to be another crap game for me. I'm just predicting that just because if I go over there, I'm going to be one of those guys that's just disintegrating. There's way too many vehicles over there. So I'm actually thinking of going into the city. I know it sounds crazy, but they have an Emil. They have the Object 252U. But everything else, pretty much over here on the hill. So, which means if I can get into the city, I might be able to get some snapshots. Not snapshots, just some shots on them. There's the Emil getting ready to flank. Yeah, I think that this guy is on to it. Yeah, we don't want to get into a hull down fight with him. Well, that sucks. Alright, we'll try this corner. We should be able to get shots with some of these guys. I think the EVR, if he comes back around, though, is going to... Oh my god. Wow, that was nowhere near. Oh, come on, man. It's 200 pin. I should have went right through the side there. Try and take out some of these guys. Go for the ones with the lowest health first. Yeah, that AMX 30. I don't know what it is, but it's so damn troll. Not even funny. So there's too many tanks over there for me to F with. The Emil's got eyes too. Alright. So we've landed one shell again. As I said before. So it looks like this is going to be the tank. Those two tanks I just played. Actually, honestly, every tank I just played at tier 8 I've had bad RNG. Made some dumb mistakes that I don't normally ever make. Alright, I got some hit points. I want this damage. Looks like it's not gonna matter. We're not fast enough to get over there. I'll try though. Let me bring up my stream chat really quick. I haven't checked it in a while. 4 people watching. So we did 700 plus 500. It's just not good. So like I said, I could have been more aggressive. I could have been more aggressive on this, but yeah. It really sucks that people are capping. I need to get this one where it says do 3,000 damage and then basically cap a base. Dang. Ah, son of a bitch. I don't even know why I tried to snapshot this. It's not going to ever happen. Yeah, lame. I can't get one single round in at full reticle. I don't think I've ever landed one. It's got to be fully aimed in. And then even then the guy is shaking around so much. I gotta say I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed with the stream today, seriously. We haven't had one really good game, especially even on a victory. We haven't had one good game. I mean, they were okay, mediocre games where, I mean, I didn't like throw red stats up, but this one I definitely just did red stats. I'm not really liking this vehicle that much. I hate to say it, but I really don't like it. It's not the best vehicle for me. Yeah, it's very hard to play up close. It can be done, but, you know. So, I did a little bit more damage than I did before. So, I should be looking at... probably a total like 500, a little over 500. Yeah, so 594 is what I did on average. So if I wanted to fix this, I would need to do a 2000 game, which I don't see happening. Especially if we get landed in another tier 10. So I don't think it's worth risking playing this vehicle again. I do want to get in some practice in this, some side scraping. I'll almost have this ready. Once I get the firefighting done, I'm going to start running food on this during comps and stuff. So I also keep forgetting to load full health kits on this because it is the tank I'm using mainly in comp. That's why my loadout is weird. I haven't had the need for HE, and I've never fired more than 8 shells in a skirmish. yet. I mean, so 12 and 12 should be perfect. I mainly use AP for long range in comp, but anyway, we should, because we do have the firefighting at 80%. Let me actually look. It may not actually apply until it's actually done. Enhances firefighting abilities. Effective skill level is averaged across the entire crew. The skill is cumulative with the effects of experienced firefighter. So this skill comes into effect after training starts, which means I pretty much right now can run food, which is going to give us a little bit better aim time. And if we do get caught on fire, most likely they'll put it out. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a little cash here. Just spend a little. Spend a little cash here, and it should get us, down a bit, because it's at 12-second reload. But I do have a feeling that they are going to try and nerf this vehicle or refund people's money. I know that it says they don't nerf them, but I have a video that I did of this a long time ago where you can see me doing, 35 and even going faster downhill. And it feels to me like the ground resistance is what changed. So they couldn't nerf the tanks, so what they did was they buffed all of the other vehicles ground resistance and kept this one the same to slow it down. I'm going to go ahead and say that all of those Salmas, and they're in a platoon, are most likely... We've ran into this guy already, this angry... Actually, we haven't ran into him. The other guy's name was Angry Tanker. Alright. So those Salmas will have a hard time pinning me unless they load Prim. But if you look, they're auto loader crazy. Seriously. Like, we would need those Panteras up with us. Let's see what they do, though. Those Somas, if they are going hill. So, I don't think we're going to be able to beat them up there. So, I got this feeling we're going to end up stalling out right here. The FCM 50, I feel sorry for him because he's got the speed to get up there before everybody, but what he's going to be running into is going to be a horror show. Yeah, I would say the Lorraine. I would take the Lorraine up there. I mean, Progetto. I have a feeling it's going to be such an overmatch. It's not going to be funny. Yeah, somebody's already saying it. Here we go again. I gotta say that's exactly what's going on. I gotta say, so to not match them up with any autoloaders, it is okay. But if they're having good RNG, we're just gonna get wrecked. Now, if I can make it to the lighthouse, which I probably am not going to be able to get a spot at the lighthouse, unfortunately, it means I'm going to be stuck over here by the rocks. I've never seen that one before. So I'm thinking of going rocks just because they all have spots here. Yeah, I don't think that the FMC, if I was in that tank, I don't think I would go there. It is a good side scraper, but the turret on it is not so hot. This guy's got the opposite, the Action X. He's got really a good pin. Really good pin. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have went the other way. It's okay though. Oh my god, don't do it, dude. As I said before, pin my lower plate with ease. And so we're gonna basically have to play it hull down-ish. Kind of sucks because we have to sit so still. As I said, this is pretty much, we can't side scrape over there because the IS-3s took in that spot. Yeah, I don't think these guys are playing very smart. What they need to do is track me, then track me again. Yeah, look at this guy, he's not side scraping. So now that, like I said, now that this has just happened, there's nothing I can do except for die, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, I can get some shots in. And of course, what a joke. So fucking stupid. I am so sick of this shit. Seriously. I'm just sitting here trying to do a stream and play this game. And look at what fucking bullshit is going on. It's so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. Every fucking day this shit happens to me. I get good matches and then they fuck me by giving the team such a fucking advantage. You know, like the Lorraine on top of it was the fucking nail on the coffin. I mean, how can you get that wrong? So you got three guys running the autoloaders, the Somyas. You know, nobody knows where to shoot them. And then I just get trashed up on the hill. Like I just drove for 2 minutes, for what purpose? To make two penetrations? So stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, this is what just happened there. It gets so sickening that eventually people just quit this game. They do. So we could sit here all day and go, oh, you know, they're like, oh, well, the matchmaker, you know, you had two IS-3s versus four autoloaders, you know, you should have won. It's like those guys are doing, you know, 300 a shot, and they have like, what is it, 232 pin, which is enough to pin, you know, pretty much they can track pin me, they can pin the anywhere they want to on the lower plate, even at angles. They can even hatch pick me, which I'm surprised they didn't do that. I would say it was platoon, but it's not. Our Artie wasn't doing nothing over there. Those Somyas are get devastated by Artie. Our Artie just completely ignored the hill. It's just, I remember I ran into a guy and he once told me he doesn't help people. He won't fire if they don't mark the target. You know, and that's when I just went, you know what are we doing here? You know what I mean? All right, we're just waiting for that. I'm gonna have to start dinner here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I have to end the stream, unfortunately, because I gotta do dinner. Yeah, I hate to say it to you guys, but this stream has been horrible. I didn't even do one game over 2K, which I'm gonna tell you, like yesterday, I was doing absolutely amazing, you know, with my tier 8s. I don't know what the hell's going on today. I think I landed two shells in that whole game. I landed two shells that did 760 or 796. So on top of all of it, I got the lowest rolls you could possibly get on in that vehicle. I can't believe it. Seriously. I just, it's so upsetting. Like if I when I look at their tech tree lineup, you know, when I look at what they're playing here, they've got, let's go ahead and do this first. So I'm going to pick tanks, right? So Our four heavies are a match for these guys, right? They are a match, right? Um, but as we go down the list, you got a Lorraine, which is another 4-round autoloader versus a